Welcome to our project on digital security in schools. We aim to highlight the importance of protecting sensitive student data and ensuring safe digital learning environments. This project was developed by Christale, Josie Tuggle, and Robyn Whaley. Let's begin.
What is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is taking proactive steps to ensure electronic devices, networks, and private information are secure from unauthorized access while rigorously evaluating the resources we utilize. How does cybersecurity affect schools? With over 1,500 attacks in over 5 years, resulting in losses digitally, educationally, and financially, cybersecurity is the number one concern. What can be done to safeguard against cyber attacks? School staff and IT must partner in creating comprehensive training, teaching students how to detect risk, evaluate sites, and empower students to ask for assistance as needed.
Schools today store huge amounts of sensitive information about students: names, birth dates, addresses, grades, even health and counseling records. This wealth of data makes schools prime targets for hackers. In fact, K 12 schools have become a top target for cyber attacks and are uniquely vulnerable. Such attacks, including ransomware and data breaches, have been increasing in frequency as education becomes more digital. One high profile example is the recent PowerSchool data breach. The consequences of these cyber attacks are severe. They can disrupt learning for days or weeks, force schools to shut down their networks, and cost enormous time and money to recover. Some school districts have even had to cancel classes for several days after a major cyber incident. Restoring systems and data can take months in the aftermath. The financial costs are steep as well. These breaches violate student privacy, and in some cases, criminals use stolen data to commit identity theft. Unfortunately, most schools are ill prepared to face this challenge. Most K 12 districts don't have large cybersecurity budgets or dedicated IT security staff. Limited resources make schools even more vulnerable. In a national survey, less than one-third of school tech leaders said their district has sufficient cybersecurity defenses. Budget constraints and lack of trained staff mean schools are struggling to respond effectively. Our second major challenge revolves around unsafe digital habits and risky online platforms used by students and staff. Even with strong technology, human behavior often opens up the door to cyber threats. Young students and even adults are still learning how to practice good digital citizenship. This lack of awareness leads to poor cyber hygiene. Phishing scams are emails or messages that pretend to be legitimate to trick users into clicking malicious links. Students and educators might receive emails that look official when they're not. All it takes is one mistaken click to invite a hacker into the school network. The PowerSchool breach may have been triggered by a compromised password. Unsafe apps like TikTok also pose risks. While it's popular, it raises serious privacy concerns. During COVID-19, many schools also experienced Zoom bombing, where strangers interrupted online classes with offensive content. These examples show that even basic digital habits and app choices can pose real security threats. Along with the challenges, there are opportunities to improve digital security in schools, starting with education. Teaching students about online safety early can help build lifelong habits. Many schools are now including cyber hygiene in their digital citizenship programs. Common Sense Education offers free age-appropriate lessons on topics like privacy, passwords, and phishing. Activities might include games, videos, and group discussions that help students understand how to stay safe online. When kids feel empowered and know what to look for online, they make smarter decisions. They gain confidence and share what they learn at home too. Cybersecurity education helps students feel safe and in control, skills that are essential in today's digital world. Schools can also boost security by improving tools and policies. Many districts are adopting stronger safeguards and cybersecurity procedures. For example, my district, Jasper City Schools, implemented multi factor authentication, which requires a second verification step when logging in. This makes it much harder for hackers to gain access. Staff also complete cybersecurity training through KnowBe4, which teaches how to spot phishing and use best practices. Districts are now vetting all educational apps and rejecting those that don't meet privacy standards. Schools also use guidance from national groups like the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, which offers free tools and training. These combined efforts, multi-factor authentication, training, vetted apps, and expert resources, help build a safer digital environment for everyone.
Strategies to help digital security. The first strategy to help resolve digital security is to strengthen your school's IT infrastructure, which can be the backbone to K through 12 cybersecurity. We got 4 ways to enhance your school's infrastructure security. First one is regular patching and updating of all systems. By having regularly scheduled updates, this can help with system vulnerabilities of cyber criminals to help reduce the risk of exploitation. Secondly, it is ensuring endpoint securities for protection and monitoring. In digital security, endpoints are labeled as Chromebooks, computers, smartphones, or tablets that access the school's network and services. Implementing tracking and monitoring on the devices is an extra step in safety in case any of those devices were lost or stolen. Monitoring and tracking enabled on the devices will help locate and recover them without risk of sensitive information falling into the wrong hands. Thirdly, regularly assessing the security posture of cloud services. Cloud services are necessary in schools due to the amount of information that needs to be stored and the ease of using cloud services throughout the school's districts. Therefore, implementing regular assessments of security measures such as data encryption and access control should ensure no attacks. Lastly, the fourth step is adopting a zero trust model for network access. The zero trust model makes it seem that no user or device is trustworthy by default. Whether or not that device has been in the network before, by using this approach, it requires every user or device to be authenticated and authorized before accessing network resources. Many school systems use this approach with a multi-factor authentication before accessing the school's network. This drastically enhances the school's network security. Second strategy to help with digital security in schools and school districts are responsible use policies, filtering and blocking content, and implementing digital citizenship curriculum. Responsible use policies, also known as ROOPs, is an acceptable use policy agreement that every student, parent, and guardians and school personnel must read to be allowed access to the internet at the school. The ROOP outlines the terms responsible for use and consequences for misuse. It also covers expectations of online behavior, what resources can be accessed, and academic integrity while using technology. The second thing is by filtering and blocking content, the schools prevent students from accessing inappropriate content. The schools using the software allows each user to only visit pre-approved websites. Admin and teachers can help determine what sites need to be blocked. The IT department within schools or the school's districts can routinely run audits to ensure that only appropriate online educational material is being used. The software can also send flags to the appropriate staff when inappropriate content is accessed on devices within the school's network. Lastly, the last part of the strategy is adding a digital citizenship curriculum to your school. Students need to learn what it means to be a responsible digital citizen, and this in turn will help promote a positive school climate. One example of online safety program is a network called Net Smarts. It has age-appropriate lessons with videos, activities, and discussions. It's all about teaching students how to be safer online.
Let's take a moment to revisit the guiding questions from earlier in the presentation. How does cybersecurity affect schools? And what can be done to safeguard against cyber attacks? We've seen that cybersecurity plays a critical role in protecting student data, maintaining trust, and ensuring that learning can continue without disruption. Cyber threats, such as data breaches, phishing, and unsafe platforms, can have wide ranging consequences for students, educators, and entire districts. But we also seen that schools are not powerless. By teaching students the basics of cyber hygiene and digital responsibility, and by implementing strong security tools and policies, such as multi-factor authentication and app vetting, schools can significantly reduce their risk. National organizations like CISA, as well as educational platforms like Edutopia, continue to provide practical tools and training to help school leaders respond to evolving threats. In short, cybersecurity isn't just a technology issue. It's a vital part of creating safe and effective learning environments. By working together, educators, students, and school leaders, we can meet this challenge and prepare the next generation of digital citizens. The information presented in this project is grounded in current research and expert analysis from leading sources in educational technology and cybersecurity. Our references include publications such as Education Week, Edutopia, and the 74, which offer in-depth reporting on the evolving cybersecurity challenges facing schools. These sources highlight real-world incidents like the PowerSchool data breach, district-level responses to ransomware attacks, and national efforts to strengthen digital safety in education. This slide includes additional references that support the research and examples presented throughout the project. Together with the previous sources, these references provide the foundation for our understanding of how to protect student data and support safer digital learning environments. Each citation in the presentation follows APA formatting and is listed here for further reading and verification.